Let's now turn our attention to China. Xi Jinping began a record third term last month. He stacked up his inner circle with loyalists. There is no clear successor in picture too. Xi Jinping is in total control. He holds all the powerful posts within the government and the Communist Party. But he still seems to be paranoid. This week, President Xi addressed the People's Liberation Army, or the PLA. The Chinese mouthpieces reported about this. There are photographs as well. That is Xi Jinping dressed in military fatigue. What did he tell the PLA? I'm quoting, "China's security has been increasingly unstable and uncertain." That is what Xi Jinping was heard as saying. The Chinese president told the PLA to prepare for war. Now, you may have heard Xi Jinping say similar things in the past. Then why is this statement worth paying attention to this time? Let's begin by taking a step back. Like I said before, the instruction, prepare for war, is not new. After rising to power, Xi Jinping has put greater emphasis on combat readiness. In 2013, he ordered the Chinese army to focus on war preparation, perhaps for the first time. And in 2016, he visited a PLA command center, and there he told the officers to be loyal, resourceful, courageous, and capable of winning wars. A year later, in 2017, he once again sent out the same message, prepare for war, he told the Chinese military. But this messaging, that too in military fatigue, seems different this time. He has sharpened his rhetoric. I have some quotes for you. Focus all your energy on fighting. Work hard on fighting. Improve your capability to win. And resolutely defend national sovereignty and national security. Why the sudden emphasis on war preparation? Last month, the Chinese president himself gave out some clues.
The resolution of the Taiwan issue is a matter of the Chinese ourselves to decide. We insist on striving for the prospect of peaceful reunification with the greatest sincerity and with the greatest effort. However, we are not committed to abandoning the use of force, and we reserve the option of taking all necessary measures.
Yes, this is about Taiwan. In October, the Chinese president refused to rule out the use of force to take the island. Taiwan is a clear priority for Xi Jinping. He brought up Taiwan again. In a report, it was distributed to the Communist Party members during the Congress last month. What did the report say? Xi Jinping warned about dangerous storms that China could face and the need to stay prepared. Again, a reference that hints at the need for military preparedness. In the same breath, the Chinese president took swipes at America. This is for Washington's continued support for Taiwan's independence. Xi Jinping terms this support as external interference and a gross provocation. The Chinese president sees American involvement as a threat. And that's why Xi Jinping is asking his military to prepare for war. Maybe he believes that a clash is inevitable. So Xi Jinping has set out some targets for the PLA. And what are these targets? I have a list. Xi Jinping wants the PLA to accelerate troop training, modernize the organization, normalize the use of military power, be prepared to stage military operations, and ultimately gain the ability to win regional wars. Those are the goals that the PLA now needs to achieve. Xi Jinping wants a powerful military to double down on his territorial claims. But what about his problems back at home? What about China's economic troubles and the repeated COVID-19 flare-ups? New infections are rising again. New cases are at their highest since April this year. The southern metropolis of Guangzhou is the latest hotspot. No lockdowns yet, but residents have been advised to work from home. Most of the 11 districts of Guangzhou are under some form of restrictions. This impacts more than 5 million people who live there. Fresh infections are flaring up in Beijing as well. Most residents there are now required to take a COVID-19 test every 24 hours. The pandemic started more than 2 years ago, but China remains trapped by its zero COVID policies, while its leader chases military dominance. The Chinese citizens are paying the price for Xi Jinping's misplaced priorities.